Hi guys, I apologise for my greasy ass hair and my one lash, but today's video I'm going to show you how I put on a false eyelash. I never wore false lashes until I was about like 24, 25. I was just fear of them, and also I was just a total mascara whore, so lashes were just never a big thing. So I watched like a gazillion videos on how to put on lashes just to make sure I had it down to a T, and I feel like now I know like every single tip to give you that perfect lash application. So first things first is pick your lash. Lashes are overwhelming. For me, I like a really natural and I like a winged lash, so start short and it gets longer because it kind of gives you that lifted eye. You can also get ones that are more rounded, so short both sides, longer at the front here, which kind of rounds your eye up. You can also just get ones that are all one length. Then the other thing is the volume of lash. So you get ones that literally have so much hair. Looks like I'm passing between these two. So this is the one I'm wearing today, really natural, and then you get this one. So the next level up is like hella. Just trial and error, I feel like, is the main thing, and eventually you'll find that perfect lash and then you won't look back. First things first, right, is peel your lash off. So this is the second time wearing these, and it definitely won't be the last. If you look after them, you'll be able to like use your lashes time and time again. So when I pull it out of the little plastic, I just curve them up a little bit just to make sure it's going to fit with my like eyeball shape. Next thing is I'll measure on my eyeball. So I have quite large eyes anyway, so 99% of the time I just need to trim it a tiny bit. I'll just place it on my eye and just see if I'm happy with the length. Basically, you just want to make sure it starts from your first natural lash to the last natural lash. You don't want it any longer. And the other thing is always cut from this end of your eye. So you can see this is a lot shorter here and a lot longer by the time you get to the end. So I'll cut it from the end. I want to keep these short hairs and keep it looking natural. So I'll always cut from the outer end of my eye. Next thing is glue. If you're new to wearing lashes, get a white glue, don't get a black glue, because if you've done tons of eyeshadow and you're feeling like feisty, you're feeling fiery, you're feeling spicy, you don't want to use a black glue, because if you mess up putting your lash on, that black glue is going to go all over your eyeball and you've just ruined that beautiful look. With a clear lash glue, life is easier. I'm going in with Duo. I always feel like this comes out really fast, and this is quite a new bottle. So all I do is I just take the end of a spoolie. You can just literally go straight on, but I do not. And I'm just putting it across the lash band. Try and do it evenly, right? But the main focus for me is I put a big blob at the two corners, because I feel like that's the most important part. Those are the parts that are going to ping off in the middle of a night out. Then you have to ask some random in the bathroom for some lash glue. So we've got like a nice even application along full lash, and I've just gone a little bit blobby towards the two corners. I'm just going to put this back on its little tray to dry. So while that's drying, I'm going to put on some mascara and a little bit of liner. If you're new to lashes, I would suggest putting on liner, just because if you mess up the band a little bit, if you go up or down between your natural lash and the actual lash, you can sometimes see a bit of skin between the two lashes. So I would just suggest putting on a bit of liner if you're a beginner. And I'm just keeping it real close to my lash line. I'm not doing anything fancy, no flicks, nothing, just a really quick liner. Second thing is mascara. I'm quite lucky because I have black lashes. If you have like blonde lashes or any other colour lash besides black, you'll see your natural lash against the black lash. Make sure you put mascara on and make sure you get right to the tip of your eyelashes. I'm not going like crazy with my mascara, you know, usually I would go crazy, but that'll defeat the purpose of putting on a false lash. We're still not really near done, but you can see the edges are slightly getting bluer, like you can see it's drying. Basically you want like a tacky glue, you don't want it to be hella wet. Before I put the lash on, I'll just give it another quick wiggle, and then I'll hold the lash at the middle with a pair of tweezers. Tweezers just give you that control that you need. When I first started is I would grab a mirror, just a small mirror, and kind of hold it under my chin so I'm looking down the way. And the reason you do this is you're not kind of flying straight in, especially for someone like me, like I've got curly lashes. It's quite hard to maneuver, whereas when you're looking down and you go from the top down, it makes life a little bit easier. So I'm holding the mirror under my chin and I'm looking down, and we're going to place it in the center of our lash first. Because it's tacky, it's going to stick pretty much straight away. And then I'm just going to grab the corner, make sure that's stuck, and then the inner corner. Once those 3 points are stuck, you're pretty much Gucci. They're not really going anywhere, but you want to be safe, right? So you're going to grab your tweezers still. It's probably easier to look forward. And you're just going to pinch right the way along. So it's going to make sure your natural lash and your normal lash are all like stuck together. There's no like kind of separation. The other thing I tend to do is I'll just grab the back of my tweezers and just push the band just to make sure it's really stuck. And that's it. The other thing is as well, after you wear your lashes a couple of times, I sometimes, especially when I'm doing like a major look, like I've got glitter on or whatever, sometimes once your your lash band isn't black anymore. So all I'll do here is I will just grab a black eyeshadow. I will just press it on to my lash band. Okay, and that is it for this video. Very easy. I feel like every single tip and trick you need to be on a false eyelash. And these are super comfortable, by the way. These are Tatti lashes in TL19. Make sure when you're taking your makeup off, make sure you just peel these puppies off before you take your makeup off. Because I've been there and it kills. It hurts a little bit. Just when you're drunk and then you ruin your lashes and it's the worst thing. The second thing is make sure you curve them back in this tray or else your band's just going to straighten within time. I think that's it from me. If you enjoyed this, please give it a thumbs up, please subscribe, and I will see you in my next video. Bye guys.